Hello and welcome to another episode of Tokyo Reds. Liverpool fans based in the land of the rising sun. We're here outside the Tokyo International Forum and it is pissing down with rain. There's a typhoon going past us at the moment, so we're kind of stuck where we are at the moment and we just thought do it here. So we apologise. It is still a beautiful spot. It is still very nice, but unfortunately we couldn't go inside, so there we are. Anyway. So yeah, we reviewed the Burnley game. If you haven't seen it already, go check that out. And yeah, that was obviously very disappointing. We lost 2-0. We also previewed the Burton game, so now we're just going to focus on the Spurs game. So yeah, we obviously won the first game, lost the second game. Spurs drew the first game against the Ev and narrowly beat Crystal Palace 1-0. How are your feelings going into this game, John?
It's still the beginning. It's still early days. So I'm still confident. Like I said in the Burnley preview, against attacking teams we do really well. So the thing is, like, Tottenham want to win this game and we want to win this game. So they've got to attack. You know, you can only do one. You can only attack or defend. You can't really do both. I mean, you can counter, but you know they're not going to do that. But yeah, so I'm pretty confident going into this, but yeah, it's just still the Burnley game's still fresh, isn't it, in the mind? So
certainly is. It certainly is. Like John says, you know, should we expect to do better against? It sounds mad, but should we expect to do much better against a team like Spurs?
I would agree. I actually think we will do much better against them, and for the same reasons. Especially one, they have to attack, but they're at home. Especially they're the home team. Their fans, you know, they finished second last season. Their fans are going to want to see them come in
third.
They should have. Oh, sorry, they shouldn't have finished second, but
they really should have. Yeah.
Yeah, they finished they finished third in a two-horse race
that they were in.
Yeah, but sorry about that. I'm having a shocker. I blame it on the weather. But yeah, I mean they'll come and attack us, and that suits our game. It's the kind of game like, say, Firmino, Coutinho, Sturridge. It's going to be suited to them. Oddly enough, we have a good record there. We have a good record. I think, if my memory serves me well, we haven't lost there for 4 or 5 seasons. We won there 5-0, we won there 3-0. Last season, Kloppo's first match, we had a 0-0 draw. I think it will suit us. Whether we win or not, I don't know, but I think we've got a much better chance than Burnley because both teams will attack.
I agree. John, do you think will a point do?
yeah, it's White Hart Lane. You know, yeah, we do have a good record there, but it is a still difficult place to go. You know, they're a good team, and like I said last year, I know, yeah, like I say, from last year, you know, I don't want to use the word fortress, but you know, they did really well at the home games. So I'd take a point, but I honestly think we can get more out than a point from that game.
Yeah, I think, you know, in isolation, you know, if we get a point, then it's, you know, you're looking at 4 points from 3, which in isolation doesn't look great, but in the whole context of where we are in the league and the stage we're at the season, it's actually not really that bad. Would you say so, Tom?
I would say so. And when you think about it, because we don't have our first home game until September. This is 3 away matches, and yeah, in isolation, like I say, White Hart Lane in the Emirates. I mean, oddly, we were expecting probably to get 3 points at Turf Moor, but White Hart Lane in the Emirates, if we can get 4 points from that, I'll take it. Really want to avoid defeat because I think we need to get even if it is a draw, I would take that just because I think we need to get that defeat out the system. But yeah, in isolation, you're right. 4 points from 3 away games for the start of the season, that'd be good.
No, I mean, me too. We need a confidence builder as well. You know, that's the main thing. So who do you think that will be their most dangerous player?
I think Eriksen, he's a pretty dangerous player. You know, he's definitely the playmaker, isn't he? You know, he can make things out of nothing. You know, I think he went for that run, didn't he, last season, where it's like in the the last 10 minutes of the game, he couldn't stop scoring, you know. I think he's going to be dangerous. Obviously, Kane, he's a class striker, you know, and it wasn't just a one-off. You know, he was good season before, he was good last season. He's probably going to be very good this season. So I'd say Eriksen and Kane are going to be the ones to look out for.
Yeah, fair enough. Tom?
Yeah, so I'm going to second that again. Eriksen and Kane, but actually for me, most important, Kane. We really need to be on our game against him. Yeah, maybe even have like 2 men on him at all times because he's so dangerous. I mean, I remember the goal he got at Anfield last season. Klopp actually ran up to him after the game to say, what a hit. Yeah, he's dangerous from all over the park. And he's one of those strikers, it's not just in the box. You need to watch him on long shots as well. I think there's a goal against Arsenal. He's literally on the wing. It looks like he's going to cross it and he bloody like curls it in. Yeah, he's the one to watch for me. Eriksen, of course, danger man, but yeah, watch Kane.
Yeah, I completely agree. I kind of a little bit different, but a guy that might disrupt our game the most is obviously Eric Dyer, and he's the kind of player we haven't got. Do you know what I mean? Is that really robust central midfielder that's just going to break up play, and that that could be where if they are going to win, that's where the battle is won. You know what I mean? In midfield, and it'd be Dyer who does that.
Also, Ilori's he's like probably the 3rd best goalkeeper in the league. Maybe
He's out.
there you go.
I think they'll have Michel Vorm.
Yeah. But even Vorm, he's still pretty. He's a solid job. But all right, I didn't realise he was out.
Yeah, he's hamstring, I think, something like that.
That's great news. I'd rather have Vorm any day because Ilori's he's world class.
Yeah, he is an amazing goalkeeper. Okay, so lineups then. Obviously, it's going to be Mignolet in goal, Klein right back. Depending on the Burton game, obviously, would you still go with the? Well, let's talk about left back then, because the Milner thing really didn't quite work against Burnley. Would you go Moreno or Milner?
You know what? Because the style of the game, because they're going to attack and we're going to attack, I'm actually going to say Moreno. I never thought I'd say that. He did have a really good game. I think it was 2 seasons ago. We won there 3-0. Scored a great goal, and he actually literally scored it from his own half. I like Milner, but Spurs have a lot of pace. Moreno, that's the one thing, he has got pace on side. As long as we're attacking, it might be like Arsenal. We'll try and score more than you. So in that sense, I'm going to go for Moreno.
Yeah, to be honest, me too.
Yeah, I'm going to give benefit of doubt to Milner. The one thing I thought with Milner was it wasn't so much that he was bad in the game. It was just when he got to the final third, his decision making was terrible. Like he wasn't looking where he was crossing. So I think if Klopp has a word with him, because Klopp's even come up and said, it was a terrible decision, and obviously it's from him. He says, listen, look before you cross the ball, or look for better alternatives. Then I think he can still be a solid left back, but like what you said with Moreno, he has got the pace factor. So
yeah, we did another poll on Twitter again. Thanks very much to everyone who got involved. Which left back would you want us to sign out of Fabio Coentrao, Jonas Hector, and Ricardo Rodriguez? And Ricardo Rodriguez was the favourite from Wolfsburg. Any of those would be fine for me, but I get what people are saying. So thanks very much for getting involved. Yeah, so Tom, the midfield, do you think it's time to play 2 holding midfielders now?
Yeah, I think it is. It is time, definitely.
Who are those 2?
Yeah, this is where I'm going to mess up. Henderson and I can't think of who to have alongside. Sorry, because I'm still annoyed about the Burnley game. I can't actually think of who to have alongside him. I'm thinking of the attack.
I guess Chan or Grujic.
I'm going to say Chan. Chan and Henderson against Tottenham. And yeah.
I probably agree, John.
Yeah, the only thing with Chan, I like Chan a lot, but especially with the Arsenal game, he doesn't half slow the game. He's like a tank, literally. He's good, but he's very slow. He can get a job done, but I'd say just go for attack and hold the midfield. Yeah.
Again, like Henderson is the base midfielder.
But then here's where I come back to Chan. I'd use him as the base midfielder because he's good. He's just much better at taking players out. He's good at getting back and tackling. But I'd still play similar formation to what we've been playing.
So you'd go with a 4-3-3?
Yeah, because it's a very counter-attacking team side, and I think that's what we'll need against Tottenham. We just need that blistering pace, get people bodies forwards. And I think that's what worked against Arsenal.
Yeah, fair dues, and hopefully Mane should be fit and ready for this one as well, which is great. How important is that, Tom?
I think that's it. I mean, we could still win the game without him because of Tottenham's style of play, but to have him back would be great, because I mean I think he's going to be a regular for us. So yeah, I think it'd be vital. He'll get at the Spurs defence, like John said in the last episode as well. Mane, just his speed, it makes defenders worried. It gets people out of position, and then when you got like Firmino, when you got Coutinho, Sturridge, when you got them all running off the ball whilst he's having a run of players, that's going to open up defences. So yeah, that'd be huge.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, you know, he's kind of like, it's like letting a dog off in a herd of sheep, isn't he? Like, people just like, fucking hell, what you do? You know, the thing about what Mane brings is he gets people out of position. Because he's so fast, you haven't got time to think. So, and people just normally just chase. So that gets them out of position, people slot in. And I think that's what kind of had Arsenal off. They couldn't really cope with that. So yeah, the sooner he gets back, the better, I think.
Yeah, for me, like, you know, we need him. We need, you know, Coutinho, Firmino, Mane, and Origi. I think it should be for our attack in this game. Tom, do you agree or disagree?
I would agree. Definitely. Yeah, I'd second what you're saying. And you're right. We have to. I think I want us to see. Yeah, I want to see us go attacking, but at the same time, two holding midfielders to really go for it on the wings, especially we've got Klein, we've got Moreno, and then yeah, on the wings, I think exploit them.
Yeah, fair dues. Cool. Well, there we are. So the most exciting time once again. It's the score predictions. John.
I think every week I've said 2-0. So, fuck it, 2-1. It's like the easiest score to say, isn't it? No, I actually no. I think maybe 3-1. I think they can really be get got at. Get got at. Yeah. I think what would be nice to see is we get some good goals in, then bring Chan on, and then we can control the game. You know, just pass the game, just control it. So I'm going to say 3-1, because, you know, we're shit like at defending, so we're always going to concede goals.
It is a nice, good, confident scoreline. For me, I'm actually going to pull it back a little bit. I expect a 2-2 draw. I think it'll be a good game. I think it'll be an exciting one. There's going to be goals. Yeah, we're weak at the back, but we're good going forward. So I'm going to say 2-2.
You know,
and I'll be happy with that.
I would take that. I'd happily take a draw, but I think we can edge it. We've got a good record against them. Like John says, we've got a terrible, terrible defence. So I'm actually going to say a lot of goals. I actually reckon 3-2 to us. That's not just my heart speaking. I think we will win it. There'll be a lot of goals. Harry Kane, I can see him getting a brace. We will concede, but I think we've got enough in us to outscore them, similar to Arsenal. So I'm going to say 3-2. I think there'll be a lot of goals.
Yeah, well, yeah, there you go. It's going to be a mad season this season until we get this defence sorted. You know what I mean? Yeah, so let us know, what do you think the score is going to be. Let us know in the comment section below. If you like what you saw today, give a like, subscribe to the channel as well, and check out all the social media stuff. And yeah, thank you very much. We'll see you next week. Thank you very much. See you. Bye-bye.